Darcie, what are you most excited about in your life right now?
I would say my first thing is about becoming a mom. I'm really excited about that.
When you look at kind of everything that's kind of begun to unfold in your life, do you see any themes?
Always of being a failure, and which was my drive for success. I was a director by 30, and I was going to be a VP by 32, and I was going to be a CMO by 36. I had this whole career path planned. And my drive wasn't because I wanted to make a difference in the media marketing world. It was because I wanted money and I wanted power, because that's what I equated success to.
So I know you talk about this constantly striving for success and your biggest fear being failure. What does that feel like to constantly have that pressure that you can't fail?
I feel because I've always wanted to be successful, I measure everything to if you fail, why do it? Like, why do it? If I'm gonna fail, why do it? I'm afraid that what if I write books and they don't sell? Or what if I write a curriculum and the kids don't learn? Or what if the parents hate me because they think I'm too aggressive?
You have had this kind of theme that I see of being in control. You were in control of sports as a kid, which gave you that sense of acceptance. You were in control when you went into the corporate world, and becoming a director by the time you were 30, and just kind of climbing that corporate ladder. And now you're in a season of life where you don't feel like you have so much control. What is control meant for you in your life?
For the things that I would say I wanted to be successful at, I've been successful at. So this new chapter in my life is really frightening to me because I'm not trained. I have absolutely no education in writing or English. I mean, I was a kinesiology major and communications in high school, or in college, and I'm afraid.
What's the number one thing that causes you anxiety?
Yeah, I mean, define anxiety though, because I might have anxiety. Like, to me, anxiety is like shaking and petrified.
Or it could be obsessing or being frustrated when you could be relaxed.
Definitely.
What's the worst part of people not approving of Darcie?
The worst part would be that they wouldn't want me to work on the children's projects.
No.
That I would have to find something else to do.
So they don't want you to work on it, and they basically moved on. I mean, I want you to actually put yourself...
Right. At rejection phase.
So I just heard you say the word rejection.
To me, it's rejection. Oh, wow.
What does that mean to you?
Oh, wow. I think rejection is probably my biggest fear.
So when you say that word rejection, I mean, I sense there's pain there. What does that make you feel when you even think rejection?
It makes me angry.
Wow. It makes you angry.
Yeah. And anxious, like I'm pinching my thumb right now.
Wow.
Like, it makes me really uncomfortable to think about rejection.
Where do you think that anger comes from?
Probably, in the ugly duckling phases of my younger life. My mom was a single mom. We didn't have the luxuries of everything, and I was poked fun at probably well until like right when I started playing sports, and that's when I got accepted.
At school, it can happen with the mean girls, right? And we get all of that mixed up together, and we say, I'm never going to deal with that. I don't want to ever feel that way again. And so I'm going to make sure I do whatever is necessary to control that feeling coming to me again. And we don't even have to remember what the incident was or what that time period was. We just have made an agreement with ourselves in that moment that we're not going to have that experience again. So knowing what you know now about your fear of rejection, about this need and drive for acceptance, what do you need to say to yourself in the heat of the moment when you're feeling anxious or doubtful?
It's okay if I get rejected. It's the publishing world. It's going to happen. But rejection doesn't mean that it's not what God wants.